The story: A seed in the corner of the garden. Once upon a time, at the foot of a small hill, there lived an old grandfather and his young grandson. The grandfather's hair was completely white with age, while little T was energetic, playful, and hardly ever willing to listen or lend a hand to anyone. Ty, come here for a moment. T runs over, curious. Yes? Did you call me, Grandpa? The old man gently takes out a small pouch of seeds and places it in T's hand. I have a few seeds I want to entrust to you. Plant them in that garden over there and take care of them every day. T, looking at the pouch, confused. They're so tiny. How can they ever grow? The grandfather smiles warmly, his eyes soft with hope. Great things always start from little things. Seeds are like people. If they're cared for, they'll sprout and grow strong. T pauses for a moment, then nods, still unsure but beginning to believe. All right, I'll try. I'll plant them just like you said. Grandfather, patting Ty's head gently. Good. As long as you stay patient, something beautiful will bloom. Ty planted the seeds just as his grandfather told him, but only half-heartedly, and then he forgot about them. A shot of Ty running off to play with friends or sitting around distracted with other things. The sun rose high, the soil turned dry, and weeds began to spread. No water, no care, not even a glance. The grandfather stands by the plot of land, watching in silence. Grandfather, with a soft sigh, voice gentle, more of a reminder than a reproach. Nothing can grow if it's left behind and forgotten. But T doesn't hear him. He's still lost in games and laughter. A close-up of the ground, dry, cracked, barren. No sprout breaks through. A close-up of the dry soil, seeds lying still, unchanged. Days passed, yet no green sprout appeared. Neglect slowly buried the seeds beneath the thirsty earth. The grandfather sits by the garden, quietly beginning again. He kneels, planting new seeds with calm, patient hands. He doesn't scold, he doesn't blame. He simply sows again, like planting one more hope for his grandson. Wrinkled hands carefully pat the soil, sprinkle water, tender and deliberate. Grandfather, softly, almost as if speaking to the earth itself, all good things take time and care. He waters the ground, droplets shimmer in the golden light of sunset. Ty lowers his gaze to the soil, silent for a moment before speaking. Grandpa, I want to try again. This time I'll really take care of them. The grandfather gently rests his hand on the boys, not pushing, just supporting. No one is born knowing everything. As long as you don't give up, the seeds will grow. T begins watering, slow, careful, each movement filled with effort. Beside him, the grandfather tends the soil. They work quietly, side by side, together. A tiny sprout breaks through the soil, fresh, glistening with morning dew. Ty, soft gasp, eyes wide. Grandpa, it's growing. The grandfather looks at the sprout, then at Ty, warm pride shining in his eyes. Yes. When you care, the earth gives back what you've earned. T gently touches the new leaves, smiling with pure joy. The seed had come to life again, just like the hope inside the boy's heart. T, voice soft, breath quick with excitement. Grandpa, look! The little plant! The grandfather bends closer, smiling gently as he pats the boy's back. Yes, it's grown, because you cared for it every single day. Ty leans forward, hands planted in the soil, eyes shining with wonder. I'll water it more so it can grow really big. With a small heart that knew how to love and care, a miracle finally came to life. Ty touches the first blossom, his fingers trembling with joy. Grandpa, it's so beautiful. The grandfather looks at the flower, then at the boy, pride glowing in his eyes. Because you planted it, cared for it, and stayed patient, a flower blooms. Just like you have. T turns toward him, face bright, a little wiser than before. Every seed carries a future, and that future blooms when we nurture it.